Oh shit, fine hooligans, vlog day. So for today's vlog, we're gonna talk about The Walking Dead from Sunday, The Walking Dead Wednesday. Excuse me. Minor spoilers ahead, probably. I don't know, which I'll put a skip time just in case. We're gonna talk about a whole bunch of other stuff. Got some exciting things going on, like around the Hooligan Cave. And yeah, you know what? Before we get into anything though,
I better use my strong hand.
ooh, my sweet bouncing baby boys and girls. There's some exciting things going on. Let me share it with you, won't you? So yesterday, my lady picked me up these little speakers. Coffee cups.
Coffee cups. Coffee cups.
Little speakers right now. YouTube's open. And they sound awesome. Got a little subwoofer there. Honestly, picked it up at Walmart for like 30 bucks or something like that. And I am super surprised about the sound quality and everything, to be honest with you good folks. And I put the order in for my keyboard, the M Audio Keystation Mini 32. That is supposed to be here on Friday, but when I looked at the tracking today, it said because of labor disruption, it could be 1 to 11 days. Really hoping it just gets here on Friday. But excitingly, with that keyboard, I get like a bunch of software that comes with it to like do other stuff. Also, I get 3 months of free piano lessons. 3 months. I've always wanted to learn how to play piano, and honestly, this is just, I'm going to make the most of these 3 months, like learning how to do as much as I can on it. It has like beginner courses, it has classical courses, it also has ones to learn how to play like more pop kind of songs, like, I don't want to, like pop just means popular music, so, but like songs like Adele, how she uses like piano and everything like that, and like a lot of her songs. So yeah, I'm very excited. Got the fucking speakers and everything, so like composing and everything, it just sounds so good, good folks. And yeah, when that little keyboard gets here, it'll be even better. Lots of exciting things happening. Let's talk about some Walking Dead, shall we? Okay, so the intro with Rosita running through the forest and everything. Michael Cutlass played Abraham on The Walking Dead. Actually had a longer scene written out, and this scene is actually inspired by like the Blair Witch Project and everything. So he actually had a longer scene written out in the script where it actually gave us more of like a feeling that these like the forest was haunted somehow, and all we were hearing were these whispers and everything. And also, now that I have these new speakers, ooh, I could hear everything. Now, in the comics, this actually plays out with a different character. I believe his name is Marco? It might be Marco. I might be wrong about that, though. Either way, it's cool to actually see, like, Rosita going through this, and then in the next episode, we actually saw a preview, and we see how, like, Eugene is dealing with this. And you gotta think, like, these people don't know who really, like, the Whisperers are at all. And it's literally just, for them, it's walkers now talking. That is terrifying. So, you might have noticed that in the last episode and in this episode, Michonne and Daryl both have a scar on their back in an X, just in their, like, lower back area. Well, that scar is in remembrance of Rick Grimes. That's actually where, like, the steel thing, like, went through and everything, the rebar. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, everyone who's kind of close to Rick or whatever, or at least, like, we know for sure Daryl and Michonne have it. I don't know. It's kind of cool, to be honest. With Daryl living as an outsider and everything, it's kind of, I don't know, we kind of see him in a way go full circle, because even in like the beginning of the show, or at least like when they were at Herschel's farm, I kind of felt like he was like He definitely went through that outsider phase, and now he's kind of come full circle into it because he doesn't have Rick, like I was saying in the last recap. He's like anchor to like these communities and stuff. But we see him still having a good heart, even though he's trying to kind of like put up his walls and everything so he doesn't lose anyone else. He still cares about other people. Like, we still see him caring about people in the communities, and we see him caring about Carol and Henry. And all, like, the fact that he's out there like looking for Rick's body, and just like, that was heartbreaking, honestly. One, it was like really sweet because it's like, man, that's like his brother. Of course he's not gonna give up. But it's also like, oh man, you're not gonna find him. And also another little factor I put for like caring about others and everything, he actually does, like, the traps he has around his camp aren't for like the animals to get trapped in. It's actually for like the walkers and stuff like that. I don't know, that's just like, it's another factor of him, like, yes, he's this outsider and he might have this like cold demeanor in a way, but he still does care. He still has that good heart inside him, you know? And to throw it in, I'm pretty sure we saw the Whisperers in this episode when Daryl's dog gets like in that trap, which I'm pretty sure, I'm confident that they put the dog in that trap, because even Daryl said like he's never gotten caught in that before. The reason I think this is because I think they've been watching like this entire group for a while and just at least keeping eyes on them. But once they've started branching out more and kind of getting into like the Whisperers territory, they're like, nuh-uh, not welcome. And by the way, they also look absolutely fucking terrifying. Like, seeing human eyes like focused on you, and just, I don't know, you notice a difference between walker eyes and like human eyes, the way they move, and like, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Is this Whisper or no? So with Magna's group, I am super interested with these folks. Honestly, I can't remember his name right now, but the music teacher, his whole like monologue about how, like, you know, the arts and like sharing it with each other, whether it's music or dance or sharing stories with each other or anything. Nowadays it could be movies or shows or whatever. Like, I don't know, just sharing anything that we're passionate about, sharing anything that can like change a perspective of somebody or just bring like some happiness to their life. Like, I don't know, that was just super important, because I honestly think it's true. At the end of the day, if all of this goes to shit, it's not about materials anymore. It's gonna be about like, what stories do we have that we can like pass on? What else can we share with other communities or other survivors or whatever it is that could, like, they could help spread or whatever, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. I connected to it, and I definitely, like, I don't know. I think it's true, you know what I mean? I don't know. I know, like, the joy and excitement and all that like movies and comics and music and all that has brought to my life, and I don't know. Maybe it is like a key to something. Another thing with Magna's group, we see that like it really isn't that much different from like the first season or second season, whatever. We are still losing, like, we as humans are still losing people that we care about. We still are dealing with people turning, and the apocalypse or whatever you want to call this, like, getting them, and that taking its toll on our emotions and our heart and everything. And it's just, I don't know, I feel that was super important, like, to see, because like it reminds us of that. It reminds us that yes, this is like so far removed in a way from our first day with like Rick Grimes going through it, but in a way it's really not. We still care about people, and we're still losing them sometimes, and it just sucks, but we have to keep going. One last thing with Magna, that when we see that scene where, like, I don't know, we feel like there is something in the forest, as the cart is, like, the wagon is pulling away and everything, Magna, whoever is watching in the forest, because it goes to their point of view, Magna is looking right at that person. Now, I don't know if she actually sees what or whatever or whoever is like watching them, But I don't know, like, it was just super interesting. One thing that was mentioned, since Maggie isn't at the hilltop anymore, she's helping Georgie build a new community. Now I wonder if that's where Rick might have gone when they're talking about an A and B. Maybe the A could be like the leaders of the city and everything and more like higher up kind of people, whereas the B's are like the working class folk in a way. I don't know. Could be interesting. And if that is the case, when Maggie sees Rick, how is she not going to tell anybody? I don't know. I don't know. Something really cool. C. Thomas Howell. He is like one of the newest Hilltop guards that we see. He played Ponyboy in The Outsiders, and he was also in a really cool vampire show called Kindred. I think it only lasted like one season though, because I think one of the actors died in a car crash or something. Might have been due to ratings. I don't know. I remember hearing about it when I was a kid, but I've seen the show, and I don't know. It was really cool. Either way, he was in it. He's been in a lot of stuff, actually. I also love seeing the new armor and everything on the Hilltop guards. It shows like the level of progress throughout like this time jump and everything. And it's cool to actually see them bring in like, the dragon scale patterns and everything like that, because like, I don't know. One, that looks cool as shit. Two, like that whole like scale pattern definitely would provide some protection and everything. And it's actually cool to see like, I don't know, in a way, like old school methods being brought into all of this. Closing thoughts on this Walking Dead recap. It kind of feels like in a way like the band is back together again. You know what I mean? Like with Daryl and Carol and Henry going to Hilltop and just like Aaron being there and like, I don't know. It gave that whole feeling like it is like the band is back together. You know what I mean? And honestly, they need to be, and they need to kind of be united with this new enemy and this new storm that's coming towards them. Like they've never faced anything as sinister as the Whisperers. Like they need to have each other's back, especially throughout this period. In the next episode, the mid-season finale, we are definitely going to be dealing with the Whisperers. They show them and we hear them in the next preview. And I'm pretty sure we see Beta, which is one of my favorite characters of the comics. He is he's just so cool. I'm pretty sure they made an action figure for him. I need to get my hands on that for sure. Like Ryan Hurst playing him is perfect. And if they do him like anything like the comic, I think a lot of folks are going to like him. But we'll see. A few folks that have actually gotten to see this next episode, this mid-season finale, say that like it feels like a horror movie. Like Walking Dead really like takes that horror genre and just runs with it. Like kind of finally in a way, you know what I mean? Because yes, this is like a zombie show, but it isn't like a horror show. I wouldn't classify it as that. You know what I mean? But just even from this preview and this trailer, it feels like a horror movie or a horror episode, and it's just, I am so excited. But yeah, this has been the Walking Dead recap. I can't wait, folks. Things are about to get crazy, especially with the Whisperers. Alright, good hooligans. I gotta wrap the vlog for today. I got some stuff that I gotta handle. Also, apologies for the skit or whatever not happening in this vlog. That is gonna be something I'm slowly integrating into these, just because, I don't know. One, I don't want to just rush them, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's like a whatever kind of thing that I just throw in there. And two, I've been up since super early this morning, so I just don't have the brain battery to just do all that. So I'm sorry. Either way, I hope you still enjoyed the vlog though. Thank you for coming to hang out and everything. It does mean the world to me. I say it all the time, but I mean it. You folks could watch anything else on Netflix or YouTube or whatever, but you come and hang out for a little bit, and I appreciate it. It means the world to me. You know how this works, good folks. Subscribe below, click that bell so you get notified. Comment below. You might not get a reply, but I read them all. Click the little thumbs up, or click the heart there and show it some love. And like always, links in the description if you want to help support the channel any further than giving me that beautiful, beautiful time of yours. My quiet kids, freaks, and weirdos, for the love of everybody, keep being weird.